Greetings and blessings to everybody. So we'll begin this meditation the same way as we do all our other meditations. So just get into a comfortable position and begin to allow the body and the mind to settle, to rest. Bringing your attention to the breath and to this moment, and allowing it to be exactly as it is. Any sounds or thoughts that arise in the background or foreground, anywhere at all, just witness them, allow them, just let it be. Whatever it is, it needs not be disturbing at all. So we're letting our attention come down into the belly now. As you do, let the center of gravity descend a bit down through the body. Just let your attention go right to the very lowest point of the spine, the base of the spine. And we're just going to do this a few times. So you just, on the inhale, you draw the energy up the spine as you're inhaling, up to the top of the head. Then you allow a light exhale and let this energy just drop down through the front of the spine. And when it gets down to the bottom, you just draw it up again from the back of the spine, up the spine, over the top of the head, and then you just let it fall down through the front of the spine. Do that 4 or 5 times, just kind of encouraging the energy to have this kind of flow. And after you've done it 4 or 5 times, you just let the breath settle down into the belly again. Sometimes you'll find that there may be this kind of residual movement of a very subtle energy up the spine and over the top and down the front of the spine. But once you've set it in motion a few times, just let it go. Just kind of open some of the energetic pathways a bit. And then, as you allow the breath to settle again, just settling into the belly, you're kind of transitioning now. You're not doing anything with it. You're just letting it settle on its own, finding its natural rhythm. And intuitively feel and listen for all the quietness all around the breath. You're actually experiencing the quietness at the very core of consciousness. And as you listen to that quiet and you feel it, it has this sense, this feel of a kind of timelessness. As if you're way down at the bottom of the ocean, and all the surface ripples and waves are far above you. And you're just listening and feeling into those still waters. You can relax into that silence, into the sense of it, into the feel of the silence. It's just this very soft touch. It really doesn't take effort. Just listening to the quiet, merging into that space, the ground of consciousness. Now, the primary guidance here isn't really with the words. It's just with the silence. It's a kind of attunement. And in this stillness and quiet, you no longer experience yourself as the old personality, as the physical body, even though it's there. And as you listen to it and feel into it, you may notice there are no boundaries to this quiet dimension of consciousness. There are no edges to it. And just notice if there's any subtle sense of tension anywhere in the body, anywhere in the mind. Any sense of resistance, any sense of holding. Just remember, you can just let it go. You can relax a little bit more. Just giving all of yourself to that quiet. No strain. Just an act, a quiet act of surrender. And if anyone has a little bit of a busy mind, all you do is just leave it to be. And you can watch and feel the breath. And at the same time, sense and feel into the stillness all around the breath. It's a very light and easy touch. And you may notice that quite naturally, attention will just transition from the breath into the quiet. And very easily and simply, just ask yourself, can I let go just a little bit more? Don't even try, just ask, can I let go just a little bit more? And as you experience this depth of consciousness, you notice all the more conditioned tendencies, the wanting and not wanting, the liking and disliking, the agreeing and disagreeing. And as you just come into this depth of consciousness, these tendencies feel more and more unconditioned, less and less moved around. That you quite literally start to experience the unconditioned nature of the ground of your own being. And then, any sense that you may have of being the meditator, the someone who's doing this, whatever that feel is for you, if it's there at all, I invite you into just letting go of whatever your sense of the meditator is, the one who's doing this. Just let that sense of the one who's doing this, even the one who's listening, just let it fall away. Just relax it. And for a few moments, you may touch upon a sense of just the meditation. No meditator, just the meditation. Just the ground of your being. The stillness, the vastness. Just being. as a moment of transition, just have the feeling that you're breathing that depth of peace and stillness, breathing it back up from the base of the spine, up to the head, breathing in that peace and stillness. And then letting it fall down through the front of the spine, back into the lower belly, and into the base. Breathing up that stillness through the body, around the top of the head, and down the front once again. Down the front of the spine. And then just let it go. Just being. Just consciousness. Just peace.